Hey, you guys, and welcome to my digital. Hey, you guys, and welcome to the JLee Diary, where I will be talking about certain things that go on in my life that you might, have some experience with, or I just want to vent. I just want to yap, and y'all are just listening. So, today I'm going to talk about being a late bloomer, which is something I have a lot of experience on since I am a late bloomer in my late 20s, matter of fact. And y'all, it's kind of getting a little scary out here. Not like super scary, but a little scary. So, I'm at that point in my life where I think I want to date, but at the same time, I'm always on the fence thinking about, does dating actually benefit me, or does it just benefit the person that I date? It's a lot of weird things. And I always find myself thinking, seeing the self-love argument, like, you don't need a man, you don't need a person, you don't need an other, you just need to love yourself. And loving yourself, I do love myself. I love myself from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet. I love everything about me. Am I in the gym to become healthier? Yes, I am, but that doesn't mean I don't love myself. But self-love does not like replace wanting attention or the affection of another person. And never having that can sometimes make you feel really weird. It makes me feel weird because I'm like, am I doing it wrong? Am I supposed to do this? I feel like is there this like a weird mating dance that I don't know about, that I'm supposed to like put out this like flag or signal to another person saying, hey, I'm interested? Because one thing that I have never done, and I don't think I ever will do, is like tell somebody I like them or throw 1,000 hints. If I have to throw 1,000 hints, I feel like the person isn't interested anyway. So like, what's the point of me putting myself out there and saying, hey, I like you? And I know on the opposite side of that, you'll have people that be like, well, closed mouths don't get fed. If you like this person, tell them. You never know what'll happen. Yeah, I don't feel like going down the rejection therapy route either. So it's like, I don't know. I just feel like my person or people, whenever the dating journey starts, will come to me. I've been on dating apps. I did the whole dating app thing and I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Because it's like I feel like I'm on a stage in pageant putting myself out there to be judged, which, they're gonna judge you. You're gonna judge them to see if you mesh and all that. But like, one, you gotta pay for dating apps to make sure your profile gets highlighted. You gotta do this, is that, and the third. And when you do start talking to somebody, it can go left straight at the beginning. When, for example, I matched with somebody before I deleted Hinge again, and the first message he put there was like, hey, I think my would fit great in your throat. And I'm like, yeah, let me unmatch. I don't know what about my selfies says DTF. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't see it. Maybe I should let somebody check my page to see what I'm missing. But then on the other side of it, I find myself wanting to put myself out there and say like, hey, I like you. But I have seen through acquaintances and friends and from other people who have vented or put their stories or story times on social media, how you'll put yourself out there and a man will feel obligated because a woman put herself out there, and they'll be like, okay, I'm gonna date her as a placeholder until something else comes around. Or they'll keep dating you because they don't want to hurt your feelings, and they'll just cheat, which, to each their own. I don't feel like dealing with that. I don't want to put myself out there and a person says yes just because they don't know how to reject me, or they say yes because they're bored, or this is that and third. There's that. And also, sometimes, I don't know what it is. You know how some people can like sniff out when a person doesn't bat for their team? I feel like it's easier for some women to sniff out when you're a late bloomer, and they always want to give you advice when they're not. And it's like sometimes you don't want advice, or it makes you want to lie. But I'm not a good liar. Y'all might be, I'm not a good liar. But as soon as somebody, when they realize you've never been on a date, you've never held a man's hand, you haven't had a first kiss, and you still haven't swiped your V card, they always say the same three things, and it's really annoying. It's really annoying. oh, you should save it until marriage. I wish I did that, girl. You're not missing anything. Or they say, oh, you gonna fall in love on your first try. Or they'll say, you know, things come when you least expect it. One, I didn't say I was saving myself for marriage. It just hasn't happened. Two, who says I want to fall in love on the first try? Who says I don't want to practice wheels? I mean, training wheels partner, you know? Who says I don't want, like, the first time to be like okay, let me see what I like and what I don't like. And then three, things come when you least expect it. I'm not always looking. I'm just here. I'm just here. And those three things are just so annoying. It wouldn't be as annoying if those weren't always the go-to. It's like when somebody like passes away and the first thing you hear is, I'm so sorry for your loss. Or they say something really stupid like, they're in a better place. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I didn't ask for that. I didn't ask for that. And again, the circle continues because I'm venting about being a late bloomer, but I'm also venting about the advice you get about being a late bloomer. But it makes me feel like an enigma. So, an enigma is a person or thing that is mysterious, puzzling, or difficult to understand. And that's the perfect way to explain it because, yeah, I can't tell you how many times I guess people think that being a late bloomer and they know that you're a late bloomer gives you a different perspective on what they're dealing with and seek you out for advice. For example, I cannot count on both hands how many times friends, acquaintances have vented to me about their dating problems and wanted my feedback. And it's like, I always lead with like, hey, hey, I've never dated. I've never been in a relationship. I don't feel like I'm qualified to give you the advice that you seek. I can only tell somebody what I wouldn't feel comfortable putting up with. And it feels like it falls on deaf ears. So, because what's the point of me telling you what I wouldn't put up with if you continue to put up with it? It's like I wasted my breath. But also, I like when people vent / yap sometimes because I'm like, oh, men do that? Women do that? People do that? People are really out there doing that? So it's like, one, yes, do I want to get out the kiddie pool and jump into the big dating pool without my floaties? Yeah. But then I realized I can't swim. No, really, no, I really can't swim. But I realized I can't swim. But do I still want to get that rush of jumping into the deep end and just throw caution to the wind and date? Yes, I do. But also I think of what could be in that water. How deep is that water? When's the last time that water's been cleaned? What if I jump in that water and I don't find my swim partner that makes being in the pool fun? You know? What if a parent let all of their children into the pool and there is urine and feces in the pool? Because that's what people make the dating scene pool look like. Just a pool where people have gone crazy and left all their trash in it. And it's like, do you really want to stick your feet in that water? I'm scaring myself. I'm sorry. I do that. I am literally scaring myself talking about dating. But yes, I do want to take a little dip in there every once in a while. But I don't know. These are the thoughts of my late bloomer brain. If there's any other late bloomers out there that want to vent in my comments, feel free to do so. Or connect with me on social media. But yeah, that is my diary / journal entry for the day. If you would like to dump in my comments, I accept a little trauma, not a lot, a little trauma in my comments. But feel free to do so. Yeah, but y'all have a good day or good night. I'm about to get ready to go to bed. These diary entries will always be before I get ready to lay my head. So yeah, y'all have a good night. Bye.